Greetings and salutations, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is JD, but you can call me Jeannie, or vice versa. Anyway, this is episode 130 of Twisted Strands. Thank you, one and all, for watching today. I hope you enjoy the show and continue to watch. And don't forget, YouTube makes it so easy for you to subscribe. I think the little red button is over in the corner. It's bright, it's big, it's red, so subscribe if you like the show. And thank you for watching again. Anyway, wow, okay, let's get started with, oh boy, yes, I've been terribly busy, but it's been nice to get time off because of the weather, which has been crappy, and it's so cold, yada yada. and let me point this out to you. It's been 1 week into the new year, and I haven't purchased any yarn. Now, I don't know if it counts if I purchased yarn or asked for yarn from Nitpicks from someone who was doing a group order a long time ago, back in December. I don't know if that counts. Does that count? I should ask my flirt buddies if that counts, because I don't want to cheat on going cold sheep. I really don't. So anyway, let's see. Since I've got them all in front of me, and I've been all about working on things that I have stash for, things I've got patterns for, and all that, let me show you what I accomplished. Now, I haven't woven the ends in, but the knitting is done on my Brighton Rock socks in mutilated colorway by Out of Step Dye Works, and I love them. They fit me very nicely. The lace pattern is attractive and simple, and yeah, it was very easy to follow once I listened to what my stitches were telling me instead of trying to follow a chart or written pattern. And yeah, I was so happy to finish these. So, yay, new pair of socks. These are for me, so I'm not going to bother with blocking them. I'm just going to weave in the ends and toss them into my hand knit drawer. So I'm really happy that I finished those. And this was another way older whip. I mean, I started this during all of the crap that happened during Hurricane Sandy. I don't know if we still had power out, but this is an adorable doll. I'm gonna have to pull him up, or maybe not. Hold on. Frankenstein, that's what it's called. Yes, here's the pattern, and it's by Tina Hellon, Hellon. And it's done using worsted weight. So what I was able to do was use some scraps. These were from Ryan. The blue is from Ryan's mittens that I made for him out of some yarn that I bought from Cold Spring Village's general store. And the green is Mystery Green, and it's got little mohairy, fake mohair locks going on, so he has some real hair. Safety eyes, black yarn for the embroidery, and once I finished the body, the rest was just easy peasy, and I feel silly having not finished this adorable Halloween addition to my doll collection. He'll go perfectly with the mummy and the bat and the pumpkin, and soon enough I'll pick up Mr. Bones again from Debbie Richter, and I think that'll be my next whip, but I'm not sure. So anyway, Frankenstein by Tina Helen, and it's really cute. Free pattern, easy peasy. You do know how to knit. You do need to know how to knit from in the round on small diameter. I don't care if you do it magic loop or DPNs like I did. I just used DPNs or 2 circulars, but I knit all of this on DPNs, and I'm very pleased with how he came out. He's adorable. So that's a wonderful free pattern. And speaking of free pattern, this is my brand new whip. This was from Lily Sugar and Cream. That's the yarn. And this is a Knit Picks pattern. And it's called the Orbital Dishcloth by Stacy Winklepleck. Yes, Stacy Winklepleck. Quick view, so you know where to get it. It's on the Knit Picks blog site or something. Extremely easy to do, and I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get my joins to ever look great, but this is striping yarn, and I'm sure that if I sprayed a little wash to block it, it would look beautiful, and I'm very pleased with how this looks in a striping yarn. Very simple, fun pattern. It took me about 2 nights to make, and it's all double crochet, so you know it's a quickie crochet. So beautiful crochet dishcloth free pattern, Knit Picks, and Stacy Winklepleck. I hope I pronounce everybody's names right. Okay, so now onto the whips. I was going to attack some very complicated socks. I purchased 2 skeins of yarn 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. So that's one hell of a whip, right? But I figured out where I was in the pattern, and I got my needles and I reprinted the pattern in its full, and then I realized, holy shit, I do not have the second ball of yarn because I was using Shibui sock, and you need 2 skeins to work a pair of socks. Excuse me, just seltzer today. We had Heineken, but it was funky, and I mean really bad funky. But I digress. So anyway, here I am thinking, holy shit, where's this ball of yarn? What am I gonna do? So yeah, that is going back into hibernation until I can get my act together, find that second ball of yarn, then I'll restart that hugely difficult freaking pattern called Glautenberg socks. It's in my projects. You can find it. It's easy enough to find. And let me see. Once I finished Frankie over there, I decided to pick up this fingerless gloves by Cult of Crochet's author. Is it just Cult of Crochet? That's not a pattern. Crap, here it is. Okay, maybe your name is on this. Excuse me, I'm not getting verklempt, I'm just wondering what this nice lady's lovely pattern. I'm gonna go on Ravelry real quick, forgive me. My little, let's see, oh boy, I'm sorry. See, this is what I get for preparing, but not totally preparing. So, anyway, it's called the Seamless Fingerless Gloves. It's a crochet pattern, and it's a paid pattern. It's by Miss Vampire Weasel. That's what her name is. And she has a lot of gorgeous, interesting, cute patterns. She's got a froggy hat. She's got a pretty snowflake. She's got these beautiful gloves. Now that I've got that down. There we go. And she illustrates how you can make the cute button band or where to place them. And it seems to be a really super easy pattern. And the hook I'm using is... Ooh. I'm using the F hook. It's a 3.75 hook. She says to use worsted weight / DK weight yarn and a 3.5 millimeter or a 4 millimeter hook. And I just said screw it. I'm going to go with 3.75. But the yarn I'm using is very special. I got it as a gift from a very sweet lady named, well, I'm not going to give her regular name. I'm going to give her online name, Bella Socks, apparently. Hi, Cleo. You gonna come in? Hello, sweet purr girl. My little co-host has just arrived. You wanna come in? Come here. She's not gonna come in and say hi to you. Just going to distract me with her cuteness. Anyway, so this is some beautiful, well, I feel silly calling it beautiful because it's my hand spun, but it was beautiful fiber, and I spun it 2-ply my usual way, clockwise then counterclockwise to ply, and I am using it to, oh, she likes this. Wanna come on? Come on. I have no idea how people train their cats not to bother their yarn. But this one, she will bother it. Anyway, it's a nice deep red color. Bah! No! Oh my god. Are we still recording? Yes. Anyway. This is Cleo, and she's here. Too big a wiggle worm. Look at this. Little baby. So bad. No more bouncing up. Okay? Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure I was recording properly so you can see Cleo and all her distractive cuteness. She jumped onto the keyboard and I could not tell if it was still recording, so I hope it is. Well, I hope it was, so you can see her. So anyway, it's my hand spun. It's sort of DK, sort of worsted, sort of not really any weight at all. And I did have to rip out some of this because I get a little wonky when I try to do straight crochet. So anyway, look at that. Isn't that cool? Looks like it's color changing. But anyway, this is really nice. It's the cuff of the seamless fingerless gloves, and it's supposed to go around your wrist like that, and I don't want to give any more away. But this is what I usually use my hand spun for. I made at least 2 different fingerless mitts out of my hand spun. One a Halloween pair, one a pair of brown and white. That is really cute, but I need to wash them up so they're nice and clean. This one, another experiment for me, and I'm really happy with how it's crocheting up. It's no longer wibbly wobbly, and nice stitch definition. I'm using it for this, even though I have more than required for the pattern, because it is a little bit coarse. So it's probably the kind of wool that it is. It's Cheviot, I think. Might be Tempted. I'm not sure. I don't think I even put it in my stash, boys and girls. Sorry about that. But anyway, that's my big moving forward project as I frantically try to find a skein of rampant orange yarn for my Glautenberg socks. I think it's Glautenberg. Could be Glauberg. Anyway, yes, I'll soon be picking up another whip that needs to be whipped out of the hibernation pile over there. I've got a lot of whips. I need to clean that up. And yes, I will be starting new projects and playing with those too. But it's mostly about taking care of things that I started either last week or a long time ago. So that's my future plans. Yeah, I'm just looking at the hands, but it got really thin. Right there. Real thin. Anyway. I'm distracting myself with my yarn. I'm a bad girl because I can't help myself. So, anyway. There we go. I haven't spun yet. I have intentions of spinning. It is just uber cold in the den where my spinning wheel is, and I am too lazy to take it any place else. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it for the spinning wise. Spindle spinning I am not terribly fond of, despite my getting a little bit better at it. And let's move on to stuff and junk. So, anyway, a lot of podcasters are starting with the year with some knit-alongs and crochet-alongs. Sadie from Yarnivore is doing her January, February is for animal lovers with the blankets for pets. I will be doing at least 2 or 3, I'm not sure. I'll try and contribute because, yes, I love animals. And I know people are doing stash downs and everything. Look around, find some fun. I'll try to think of a new thing for us to play with so that we can maybe we'll make blankets for animals too. What do you think of that? What kind of knit or crochet or stitch along would you like to see? Would you like to do red for February? We could do that. Oh, I already made a pink dishcloth. Anyway, let me know what you'd like to do in the comment section on the blog, YouTube, or in the group. I'll even put up a thread looking for your ideas because I could use some. We could even make it a year-long thing. Maybe a pair of socks each month, which would be kind of harrowing. How about 14 socks in 2014? 7 pairs? That's doable, right? I hope. I think. Not sure. Anyway. Have you ever watched the movie Idiocracy? The main protagonist is forcibly tattooed with the name Not Sure because he's struggling to get his arm out of the machine, and he's not paying attention to what the machine is saying. And since everybody is so stupid, his name has become Not Sure. It's a highly silly and kind of grody movie. I highly recommend it. It's funny and scary at the same time, because you never know. Idiocracy could be in about 100 years. Who knows? Keep your kids reading. Anyway, speaking of watching stuff, I've been catching up on some of Sleepy Hollow. Little weird. Interesting ending to the show that was this past Monday. It was a rerun, but I had watched it, and it was weird. But I really do have the hots for Ichabod Crane. I think the actor is so handsome. So I'm gonna keep watching it. Sometimes all you need is a handsome man. Hell, why do you think I enjoy NCIS so much? It's all about Gibbs. Bridget will back me up on that. So, let's see. What else is new? Yes, I've been a very good girl on the yarn diet. I did unfuck the house a little bit this weekend. Yesterday, I didn't podcast because I basically wiped myself out with... What are you thinking? Kitty. Anyway, I wiped myself out with cleaning. It took me about an hour or 45 minutes, give or take, to clean out the microwave. That's how fucking nasty that was. That was a big unfucking task. And then I proceeded to organize, at least vaguely, most of the kitchen. And then as I was emptying the garbage, apparently there was a leak in the garbage, and it wasn't just something gross like juice or water. Oh no. It was fucking cooking oil all over part of the kitchen floor. So, beside myself on what to do, I did a quick search online, and I found out that if you take either oatmeal, I shit you not, either oatmeal or baking powder. Baking soda, yeah. Take that oatmeal or baking powder and apply, pour liberally over the oil, over the oil that has spilled in your kitchen, and wait about 20 minutes, and then you will see that the oil has been absorbed to a point where you can sweep up chunks of the oatmeal or baking soda or what have you, and you will see that it is easier to clean up. I used some oatmeal that was in packets. You don't want to know about the oatmeal I first tried to open up. It was old and back, and it was attacked by something that shall remain nameless. So I had to throw out the first bit of oatmeal I was using. Cleo, don't you dare! Hey! Sorry. My cat is trying to play with random yarn. This is why I keep my door closed when I'm not here. 'Cause somebody can't control herself. Something's gonna spill. Anyway. Oh, what can I throw at her? Wait. She'll chase after that instead. Just an artificial tea light, no worries. And anyway, yes. Then you can mop up what's left of the oil that is left behind. I had to still go over the spill with a dry, dirty towel. It makes sense in my head when I'm panicking about my dad slipping on oil, okay? But regardless, the whole spill was gone by the time I did it, and recycling trash out the door, and all the old plastic bags that were hiding and gathering dust and grossness are gone, and phew, a good part of the kitchen is better looking, even if it could use a lot more work, and I feel a little bit proud of that. I can honestly say I unfucked a part of the house this week, and I'm proud of it. It's made me cranky because now I'm recording late on a Tuesday night, but to hell with it. Oh, what else is new in my life? Just the parents are okay. Mom's recovering from a cold. Dad is So I took care of the stuff for him, and like dishes and stuff. Stop being a little brat. Yeah, you're bad, kitty. You're a bad little kitty. She's actually a joy, but she really is a bad kitty. Anyway, let me get back to stuff. I forgot that I left the dishwasher going. We have one of those unattached dishwashers. We have to hook it up and turn on the water and shit like that. So I have to get back to the chores, and I'm sure you want to get back to watching other podcasts and maybe Doctor Who. I've been watching Doctor Who too. It's been awesome. I'm in the middle of the wedding of River Song. I have no fucking idea what's going on in that storyline. It is so confusing, but I'm sure I'll understand it in the end. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm nearing the end of season 6, and I'm wondering what I'm going to do about watching season 7. But anyway, my information will be at the end of the podcast in the little credit thingies. Feel free to get in touch with me. I love hearing from people. And if you have any ideas about any cows or stitch-alongs that you want to see, let me know. And thank you for watching. And don't forget, whenever you're doing crafts, you're making the world a brighter place. Alright? I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.